Hey everybody, it's Eric here at the Hard Rock Hotel in Orlando, Florida. I'm here to see Halloween Horror Nights. I've been riding the roller coasters, I've been eating my voodoo donuts, and I even went skinny dipping with Kathleen Kennedy. That's right. And I just watched episode 7 of Ahsoka, and let me tell you, my friends, life doesn't get any better than that. All right, my friends, so episode 7 is called Dreams and Madness. And that's exactly what you get when you watch too much Disney Star Wars. You get a lot of bad dreams and madness. So the first 3 episodes of Ahsoka, I didn't like them. The last 3 episodes of Ahsoka, I did like them. So this is episode 7. What's going to happen with this one? Ooh, I think you guys know. All right, so this episode starts off with a court-martial of Hera. And it's got trash dialogue, cringy acting. It's going pretty bad. And Hera is just arguing with our Asian senator, who's clearly not an Imperial spy. There's no way he is, right? And all of a sudden, C-3PO shows up to save the scene and save Hera. And we all know why he's really there. It's just all for member berries. But we do get Mon Milfma, and that's always exciting. You know, I'm a big fan of Mon Milfma. Next up, we join Ahsoka. She's on her ship. She is still inside the mouth of a whale. They're going through hyperspace, and she's doing some very uninspired kata, just my opinion, to a self-improvement video from Anakin Skywalker. And again, potentially more member berries there. But the whales are going to exit hyperspace. They're miraculously going to find the right planet where Thrawn is and where everybody is in this show. But they're going to run into an Imperial minefield that's been set up for them. But don't worry, because the whole scene is very short-lived and everyone gets through the minefield just fine. So, I don't know. Not very exciting. And so Thrawn sends some fighters to attack Ahsoka, and Ahsoka goes and hides into a minefield. Not very original in Star Wars. We've seen that. And then Thrawn calls off the attack. His plan always seems to be attack and then call off the attack. It's going to happen several more times, I feel, in this show. All right, next up we join Ezra and Sabine and our Ninja Turtle friends, and they're riding in these like potato bug, I'd say speeders, but they're not very fast. They're like these vehicles. And Sabine is filling in Ezra on what happened in the original trilogy. And Ezra's going to ask her, and the Emperor died? And Sabine says, well, that's what people say, unless you're Jar Jar Abrams. Alright, so Ahsoka uses the Force to reach out and find Sabine, sort of, and the witches use their witchcraft to reach out and find Ahsoka. Neither are very exciting. Darth Stevenson sends Darth Hottie to kill Ezra and Sabine, along with some bandits, but he's not going to go. I didn't quite get it. He sends her, so I don't know. There's like a rift now between Darth Stevenson and Darth Hottie, or something's going on. Anyway, Darth Hottie and these bandits, they looked exactly like the orc riders riding the wargs in the Two Towers, attacking part of the Fellowship in that movie. So it's definitely some Lord of the Ring vibes happening here. And we do have a medium speed chase involving some slingshots and some pikes. I mean, it did look pretty good. It had a very cowboys and Indians feel to it, like Indians attacking these covered wagons. And in fact, they are going to circle the wagons, or these potato bugs. And meanwhile, Ahsoka does land or jump out of her ship and lands right in front of Darth Stevenson. And we have round 2. All right, so let's go through this fight here. There's a lot going on, but not much of it is very exciting. So Ezra fights the bandits without a lightsaber. And he does use like this kung fu and the Force, and I did like that. He looks like a monk. And everything was going good until Darth Hottie tossed him. And I'm thinking, that's just not going to happen. You know, she can't be tossing Ezra. So I didn't like that at all. Ahsoka runs away from her fight. That was kind of weak, I thought. The Van Halen troopers, they do arrive. They surround everybody. Ezra makes a joke to kind of pause them. And then Ahsoka's just going to arrive and they fight again. There's more fighting. Ezra starts to use a gun. I thought that was an interesting kind of nod to his character in Rebels when he did that. But the Van Halen troopers, they're just not as tough as I was hoping. I mean, they're getting beat. And In fact, they are beat, and Thrawn just calls off the attack altogether. Again, attack and calling off the attack. That's basically what Thrawn has been doing in the last few episodes. Ahsoka does offer to help Darth Hottie, and I think for a moment she considered it, but then she just runs away. So our heroes at the end of this episode are reunited far, far away. Thrawn thinks it didn't go as bad as it may appear because our heroes lost the one thing they couldn't afford to lose, and that is time. And my friends, watching this episode, I've realized I've lost 45 minutes that could have been better spent behind me in a jacuzzi with a Corona. So I lost a little bit of time as well. All right, so that's it. Episode 7, I thought it was meh. I didn't like it. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this episode. I'm worried about the finale now. I don't know. The finale needs to be an hour and a half to wrap everything up. So we'll see how this thing can end. Leave a comment. Let's talk about this week. I always appreciate that. And smash that like button. That helps me out. And if you're new here and you've lasted this long, congrats. And please consider subscribing. Join our little conversation about Ahsoka. All right, that's it. Everybody have a great week, a great night. I will see you soon. And as always, I will see you on the new.